Hello everyone, welcome to This Week in Comics. I am Sid from Comic Connections, here as we are every week to discuss the new comics. Mostly this week it's reorder week though, because we seem to have a load of reorders in, which is great news because it means top books like Avengers, which has issue 5 out, Justice League, which has issue 4 out. We have every issue in stock, so there's still time to get in on that. Immortal Hulk, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Spider-Man. All these books that have started again from issue 1 recently, we have back in stock. We even have the Jim Lee Batman issue 50 variant cover back in stock. I didn't think we were going to see that one again. So yeah, loads of good new stuff in this week, but we're going to focus on the new and interesting stuff. I'm not going to tell you that Immortal Hulk and Tony Stark and Avengers are in. I just did. So let's look at the comics that come out on the 18th of July, 2018. So the big one this week from Marvel is The Life of Captain Marvel. So obviously she has a film on the way. It's set in the early 90s. It's got Samuel L. Jackson in it. It's probably going to somehow tie into Avengers. We all seem to think it's going to. So Marvel are of course doing, they're bringing out a lot of old Carol Danvers stuff back into print, some of which hasn't been seen for years and years, and now we're getting a dedicated Life of Captain Marvel miniseries. It looks to be very good. They're pushing it quite well. There's a Archie variant as well, which we've already sold out of. That's been really popular. Hopefully we'll get some more of those in the next week. But yeah, if you've been interested in Captain Marvel and you don't know where your jumping on point is, it's this. And that's what Marvel's so good at recently, giving us the jumping on point so everyone can get into the new series. Very nice of them. It's obscure crossover time. You know I like obscure crossovers. We have Archie meets Batman, but not just any Batman, Adam West Batman, Burt Ward Robin from 1966. So this is just going to be a 60s throwback through and through. I like weird crossovers. Come at me. What can you do about it? You know what you're getting with this. Do you like Adam West Batman? Do you wish Batman still danced with Archie and Betty and Veronica? I mean, to be fair, with Burt Ward's Robin there, I don't think Archie has a chance with either of them anymore. If you think this is your cup of tea, come in and pick it up. We don't have loads, but get it on your order and you'll save 20%. You'll never miss an issue. A very eagerly anticipated one, this, and a lot of confusion because a lot of people didn't seem to think it wasn't going to come to the UK, and then it was, and then it wasn't, blah, blah. It's out, we have it, it's all good, relax. This is volume 4 of Alan Moore's League of Extraordinary Gentlemen saga. Every issue's been drawn by Kevin O'Neill, which is an absolute visual treat to see. It's much better than the film. If you've seen the crappy film, not the TV comedy, but the movie which had Sean Connery in it, then yeah, don't think this is like the movie, because it's just not. Volume 1 and 2 have been in stock for years. They're good sellers for us. Volume 3 just came out and collected all the Generations ones, which each one was set in a different decade. This is Volume 4, and it very much seems to be a love letter to Shakespeare's The Tempest. Or at least, you know, if the name's got anything to go by, it could be a tribute to the last issue of Sandman, for all I know. I already said I like weird crossovers, and it comes no weirder than Injustice meets Masters of the Universe. So Injustice is the dark version of the DC Universe based on a video game where Superman's gone nuts and started killing everyone because Joker tricked him into killing Lois Lane. Blah, blah, very dark, whatever. But this is good fun because it's meeting the He-Man Masters of the Universe cast. I already said I like obscure crossovers, and here we are. It's only 6 issues, it's not a huge commitment. The art's quite nice. It's by the chap, Freddie Williams, who's done the Turtles Batman crossovers recently. It's written by Tim Seeley. It looks to be good fun. It's essentially just replacing the Batman Turtles crossover, so if you were getting that because you like stuff weird, this is weird. And of course He-Man's powered by magic, and that's one of Superman's vulnerabilities. So the very first appearance of He-Man in comics was against Superman, like in 1984. So this kind of comes full circle. You get what I'm saying. If you think you want it, we have it. My final pick this week is Infinity Countdown issue 5, which is already sold out because we've really been pushing it and we've kept the first 4 in stock the last few weeks. We literally have sold out before it hits the shelf. This is good. We will have more in next week, but it is because you guys are taking advantage of our 20% discount. You've put it on order, you've got every issue, you're looking forward to Infinity Wars issue 1, or at least I hope you are, which starts next month. So hopefully we'll have more of that so it can actually be on the shelf this time. And yeah, that's it. We're done. We're not done, because I have to get my graphic novel pick of the week, which is the excellent, the seminal Understanding Comics by Scott McCloud. So this isn't so much a comic book as it is a resource book. Now there's hundreds of prose novels out there telling people how great and versatile comics are and how to make comics and how to create comics and, you know, hey, this is how all these people create comics. But you know what? There's only one book that talks about how versatile comics are in a comic book format. So Understanding Comics is a resource book, but it's using the medium of comics to tell people how amazingly brilliant the invisible art of comics is. And he calls it the invisible art because he says the magic of comics happens between the panels. So if you have a panel where someone's got a glass there, and they have a panel where there's a glass there, your brain fills in the gaps, you know what's happened. That's where the magic happens, between the panels. It's just a brilliant book. If you've ever wanted to create comics, I recommend this. Even if you don't want to create comics, but you just want to understand the medium a little more than you already do, whether you've been reading for 2 months or 25 years, you should read Understanding Comics. Absolutely brilliant. Can't recommend it enough. Not sure why it's taken me 8 months to reorder it in if I like it this much. Who knows? Thanks for watching.